Now, everybody knows the saying in the spiritual community, being a mirror or a reflection to the person that you're with, or your family members, or just people in general. Y'all know that, right? Well, here are some key aspects that I find to be useful when being a divine reflection or mirror. Number one, respect for individual growth. Everyone's journey is unique, and everybody grows at their own pace. And forcing somebody to confront certain aspects of themselves that they're not ready to see can be counterproductive and disrespectful. Number two, non judgmental support. Because you know, a lot of people like to judge you when they're a mirror or a reflection. We all know healthy relationships thrive on respect and understanding. So, offering support without any judgment allows people to feel safe and vulnerable in your presence, and it encourages natural growth and self reflection. Number three, self directed development. Because we all know personal growth is more effective when it comes from within. And when individuals are allowed to reflect and decide for themselves what they need to work on, their growth is more authentic and sustainable. Number four, healthy boundaries. Come on now. While being a reflection to someone can be helpful, it's important to maintain healthy boundaries. Offering insight and support is different from imposing one's views or pressuring somebody to change. Nobody likes that type of push. So, what we got to do is learn how to set boundaries for ourselves and for other people so that we can be healthy reflections for each other, which leads to number five, patience and empathy. Come on now. Understanding that everybody grows at their own pace fosters a compassionate environment. Patience and empathy helps maintain harmony and respect in relationships. Now, I can go a little deeper on all five of these points, but I think I should save that for another video. Psych! I'm finna run my mouth. This perspective and understanding on reflection in relationships emphasizes the importance of a supportive and respectful approach. Keyword, respectful and supportive, which is essential for fostering true relationships and personal growth. And I'm delivering this message because I don't want anybody feeling entitled when they realize they're a reflection of their friend or their family members or their coworkers or anybody in their community or relationships. You are not entitled to show people themselves or to point out their flaws or what the fuck they're doing wrong. It's all about personal growth, not growth as a group. That's in a whole different scenario. But in this, we're talking about personal growth, individual growth. And as a reflection and as a mirror, you have to be willing to set those boundaries with yourself to not say shit when it's not your time to say shit. And I don't want people getting confused like, oh, well, I seen this person do X, Y, and Z, and intuitively I knew they was going to do X, Y, A, B, and C, and I just knew I seen it. Good for you. Tap into that shit for yourself. But when it comes to fostering a relationship with the person you're a reflection of, don't say shit. Especially if y'all haven't built that foundation to where it is actually comfortable and safe for those types of conversations to happen. 9 times out of 10, it is not. And if y'all relationship is filled with drama and conflict, honey, allow them to grow at their own pace and experience their shit on their own. They're eventually gonna learn and they're eventually gonna see it for what it really is. Then when the time comes, if the space is there, we can talk about it. But if there's no space for this shit to be talked about in a healthy and productive way where we're both pushing towards personal growth and not trying to correct each other's flaws, then we can nurture our relationship into something that's a little bit more healthier. And like I said, this approach emphasizes on the importance of support and personal development. Not trying to correct somebody for their wrongs or what they did wrong to you or playing the victim or gaslighting or none of that shit. Just simply having the patience, empathy, and understanding that everybody grows at their own pace. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's a fucking human at the end of the day. But how you go about having those types of conversations should be very fucking delicate and sacred because everybody can feel it intuitively. Everybody knows subconsciously what they're doing wrong. And sometimes people eat and beat themselves up internally already. So we don't need people on our outside and in our environments to sit here and constantly beat up on us when we already beat up on ourselves enough. And doing so can cause people to go into deep parts of depression, anxiety, have episodes of PTSD, emotional outbursts, and all types of shit. So you gotta make sure you're going into the shit with a lot more care and a lot more empathy and compassion, especially if you're a divine mirror or reflection. But if you want to attain more tools for the personal development and growth, you already know what to do. Hit the link in my bio and book a one-on-one session with me, and I'll get you on the right track, baby. Promise that. I don't know about y'all, but I know after certain relationships, especially if I was heartbroken or I felt like I was betrayed or done wrong, it'd be hard for me to extend compassion to that other person. I know sometimes it can be hard to see growth or change in somebody's behaviors. But I'm here to give y'all some tools to shift your mindset to visualize positive outcomes for people despite their behaviors and patterns. And also, I'm going to break it down too. Number one, shift your focus to potential. Instead of focusing on their past or current struggles, focus on their potential for personal growth and change. Everybody has the capacity to change, even if it takes time. And no, this does not mean giving people the benefit of the doubt that the relationship is going to get better and it's going to change and we can grow and evolve together. No, this is all about personal growth and development, not the growth and development of the relationship, okay? Number two, practice compassion. Now, if you can't practice compassion for other people, definitely practice self-compassion, okay? Understand that their negative behaviors likely stem from their own unresolved issues and pain. Visualizing them overcoming these struggles can help foster a more compassionate outlook for their personal growth. Number three, create a positive narrative. Keyword, create it. Because we get so used to creating negative narratives in our mind, like, oh, they're going to go through this, they're going to go through that, they're going to end up trauma bonding with this person, and da 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 da, that we don't even practice having a positive narrative in our mind. Meaning, imagine a narrative where they learn from their mistakes and make better choices. This does not mean ignoring the reality, but rather holding space for the possibility of positive change. I'll say this step right here, number 3 step, folds into number 4 step, which is self-reflection. Reflect on the times where you have changed for the better, despite all of the challenges that came your way. Use your own personal growth as a reference point for believing the potential for them to change as well. Because everybody has the potential to change, even if they don't see it themselves. Which leads to number 5, affirmations. Come on now. Use them bitches to reinforce that positive outlook. Like, for example, I choose to see the potential of growth and healing in everyone. Because you know that everybody has the ability to do so. And number 6, practice mindfulness. Do your meditation work. Go ahead, go outside, touch some grass, sit your ass in the grass, and practice giving compassion and love for other people. And also kindness as well. We got enough hate and judgment in this motherfucking world to be continuously pushing out that shit. It's time to switch it up. And number 7, accepting reality. Understand that it's okay to accept and see them grow into something different while also knowing that they might not even change. This balance can help you maintain a compassionate but yet realistic perspective. By visualizing them thriving, you're not denying the reality, but rather fostering a perspective that is focused around growth and forward movement. This practice is much about your own healing work as it is theirs as well. We don't have to continue to spread hate because somebody hurt us or did us wrong. but spread more understanding, empathy, and compassion for their growth in their own evolution. Because everybody grows at their own pace, baby. And nobody's gonna change just because you said they need to change. That shit has to come within. Just like I said in my last video. And if you ain't watched that, go check it out.